Hello everyone, welcome to Naomi's Bookshelf. Welcome to my TBR for March. Now, my voice has been gone for about a week and it's not getting much better, so there's no point in postponing filming. So let's just get into it. In regards to what I read last month, if I fulfilled all the things, I did. I read tons. So I will direct you to my wrap up, which it just came out. So it should be available for you. It is available for you. I think I read 16 books at point of filming and I've read another 4. So I am on a roll and I am very happy about it because January was a little rough. So basically I've accomplished it, no questions asked. So I do get the ability to double up one group prompt or 2 prompts together, which will be nice. I think March is hopefully going to keep going in this upward trend of me really picking up stuff and reading it. But if not, it's always nice to have that in my back pocket. In regards to things that I do need to read this month, I have a couple important books. I'll be reading the next book in the Sam something series. That one is A Necessary Evil is the title. Sorry, my voice is horrible. So I'll be reading this one with Berna and Nikki. This one is due back at the library on the 13th. So I am not going to postpone that and I will finish it before it has to go back. That is my commitment to myself because I really don't want to put this off anymore and I don't want to have to keep renewing it since it was such a good book, or the first one was such a good book. The other book I have to read is for my book club library, my library book club, and that is The Kitchen House by Kathleen Grissom. This one I'm not super excited to read. It is set on a plantation where this plantation owner, he has a daughter who works in the kitchen as a slave because she is half Black. And it's kind of that story. It sounds really sad, really heavy, and that's just not my kind of book, even though this is very important subject matter. It's just not my go-to mood. So I do have to read this one and I will be picking it up pretty quickly. Hopefully I can just nibble through it and, get it done because I do think it'll be worth reading, but it's not what I'm in the mood to pick up. So hopefully I can get in the mood to pick this one up when it is time. Aside from that, there's March Mystery Madness coming up, and March Mystery Madness, I don't know how many of the prompts I'm gonna fulfill. I am thinking I'm actually gonna take a page out of Page's book, which is, she's doing this series right now on her channel where she is reading from one shelf at a time. And I have a shelf of mysteries that I literally never pull from because I'm always picking from these shelves behind me, not the one over there. So I think I'm just gonna do maybe like one shelf a week and see what I can get done in those shelves. We'll see if that's even feasible. Paige sounds a little stressed though, so maybe I won't do it. I know she got the idea from Books with Emily Fox as well, so I'll link both of their channels down below. Anyways, let's pick some prompts and we'll figure out what books I'll be reading, just as a general idea. So let's see. The first one is The Dining Room. I'm gonna pull all the cards first and then I will pick up my book. So The Dining Room. Next is Miss Scarlet. We also have The Rope. Then we have The Study. Next is Colonel Mustard. And then we have The Kitchen. We also have The Conservatory. And now I'm gonna count to make sure I have 9. 2 more. So the next one is The Candlestick. And the last prompt for the month will be The Lead Pipe. I will figure this out and I will get back to you. So now that I figured all my books, I'll show them to you, although the order will not be the same because I just kind of figured it out and mixed them all up. So the first one we're gonna go with is Miss Scarlet. Now Miss Scarlet, I kind of just went with a color here because I was wanting to fit in a classic author that I haven't read yet. And this is one of the books that kind of fits in for that, and March Mystery Madness, which is The Tyler Mystery, a Paul Temple story by Frances Durnbridge. I've owned this one for a while. I don't know anything about it, but I know it's called Classic or Crime Classics as a part of a series. And it's something like in the 70s. So, or maybe, I don't know, from the 30s to the 70s. I don't know what it's about. Scotland Yard, it's a European mystery. I think it's British mystery, to be honest. So that works for a couple prompts with the March Mystery Madness. I'm not going by the prompts there. I'm just going to read mysteries. Well, I might follow the prompts. We'll see what I find. But yeah, this one looks old, looks fun, and I finally need to read it. I also went through a bunch of my arcs and found several that fit, so we're gonna go with a bunch of them right now. So the first one is the rope that I'll be doing an arc for, and that is If the Boot Fits by Karen Whitmire. This is a Cinderella retelling, and if I had one that was a shoe, I would totally do it. But I don't, there's no prompt like that. But this one, I figure it's about, let's see if I remember right, it's about this man who, his stepmother and his half-brothers convince him that they are the poor people and they need to take back what's theirs. And so he goes to this ranch and tries to steal something. I don't remember exactly. Anyways, he saves the life of this boy and this boy's older sister, and he start developing a relationship, but he, of course, has this big secret over him. I figured with the rope, cowboys use a lot of rope, so we're gonna go with that one. I'm really excited for this one. I loved Karen Whitmire's retelling of Snow White, so I'm excited to pick up If the Boot Fits. For the lead pipe, I'm going with A History of the World in 12 Shipwrecks. This one's by David Gibbons. This one I am putting with the lead pipe because lead pipes carried water. Pipes are water carrying, and this is about the ocean. We're going with it. This sounds really interesting. It comes out on April 1st, so I do really need to get to it. The If the Boot Fit ones comes out on the 11th of March, so I really need to get to that one as well. But I'm really excited to learn about the world through shipwrecks, what's found under the ocean, what kind of things like maybe the ships were made of, all these really interesting things I'm excited to learn about. Pick it up, and it fits for the lead pipe. This is actually one of the hardest prompts for me to fill, so I'm glad I was able to find something that I'm really excited to pick up. The next one is The Conservatory, and for that one, I'm reading Night Falls on Predicament Avenue by Jamie Jo Wright. This cover looks kind of conservatory-ish. It has like a bunch of trees and nature. You should check out the cover. They're always really great. This one is a dual timeline about this, I think, bed and breakfast where murder happened. I don't know all the details. I don't need to know the details. I just need to pick it up and I'm gonna have fun with it. So that's gonna be for The Conservatory. We're just gonna go through the arcs all the way because they're all in the same pile. For the candlestick, we're gonna go with How to Kill a Guy in 10 Ways. This one's by Eve Kelman. This one is, I think it has a flame on the front of the cover, or on the cover, so I picked there. This one, I think, I requested, I don't remember everything. I think it was like, when you're on a bad date and this guy is turning scary, you can call for help, and it's kind of a murder mystery. I think I'm interested. I'm excited to pick it up for the candlestick and see what kind of mystery turn it takes, what kind of spin it does. To be honest, the title caught me because I love How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. So it kind of stole me there, but I'm interested to pick up the mystery and see what it's like. If it's like My Sister the Serial Killer, which is just like a tense thriller as opposed to mystery, or an actual mystery. So we'll see what happens. The next one is The Dining Room, and for that one I have yet another arc. I got on a run of like just requesting arcs, and now I have tons of them and I need to finish them. So anyways, and they're all really good. I just need to actually find the time to prioritize it. So the book I will be reading is A Body at the Seance by Marty Wingate. I just finished the first one and I requested both of them at the same time. I'm very glad I enjoyed the first one because that would have been unfortunate if I hadn't enjoyed it. But the first one was really great. This series follows Mabel in the 1920s, I believe it was, where she is helping out with this youth women's office, and she's like doing things like playing the piano for someone, or running to the store, or helping a boy get to school, all of these things. But then she's called to help at this family, like this lady's house, for a funeral, and suddenly a body is discovered on the step, and she discovers the body. So it's a big mystery. I enjoyed it. The second one is following that same vein of being at the youthful women's office. So I'm interested in following up on that and seeing what it's like with A Body at the Seance. For Colonel Mustard, I am putting in A Necessary Evil. Sam Windham is a vet. Like, he's a veteran of war. So I'm putting this in here. And this one also follows quite a lot of turmoil. And also it takes place in India, and Colonel Mustard is tied to India. So it's kind of a perfect prompt for this book. Yeah, this one, I have no idea what the plot is. It said something on the back about someone's son being assassinated, and Sam and his partner, essentially, this Indian man who they call Surrender Not. So he's not technically his partner, but they are partners. he and Surrendernaught have to figure out what's going on because it seems like it's a deadly plot. I'm interested. I really enjoyed the first book, so I'm excited to pick up this one. And like I said earlier, I will be finishing it within the first 2 weeks because I will not be renewing this book. That way I have a deadline. For the kitchen, there's no other better book than The Kitchen House. So like I said, I don't know much about this. When I was told about this book, it was by someone who liked to give spoilers without realizing it. She would be like, have you heard this mystery before? And I'm like, no, I haven't. Great, because this is what's happening. And now she's been kidnapped and she's about to escape. And I'm like, well, now you've ruined the book for me. So I heard a lot about this book from her, and I don't know what I know is spoilers or not. I know some of it's spoilers. I don't know how much. So I will be picking this one up. And it's for my book club as well. So that pushes me to read outside my comfort zone for this current time. For the study, I will be reading Japanese Myths. This one I just picked up, and I want to get better at reading books I just buy. So this is just a beautiful book that has illustrations. It talks about different gods and goddesses and their culture. And it just kind of goes over some stories, some myths, and the basis of mythology there. I think it will be really interesting, and I'm excited to learn more about Japanese mythology. I always want to learn more about different mythology from around the world, and I was happy to pick this one up for $12. Not even, it's great. Let me know if you think that this cat on the cover could count for March Mystery Madness. If there's any mysterious myths in there, probably not. But let me know what you think, because I need one with a cat on the cover if I'm following the prompts, and I haven't found anything yet. There's a couple more things that I will be reading. So I am currently in the middle of The Man in the Brown Suit by Agatha Christie. This one will be going for cover blocking for the for the book covered book club. Although this one doesn't have I guess it does have color blocking. The audiobook I'm listening to is a lot more color blocked. So I'm counting that one. I probably won't finish it before the first, but I might. And if not, then I'm gonna go to The Secret of Chimneys, which is also kind of color blocked. And this one I am not super looking forward to because I have a problem with the ending of this book. So this will be my next two Agatha Christie's, which obviously count for the Greek Christie 2024 as they are still her earliest work. In regards to the Golden Girls Reading Challenge, it is to read a prolific female author. Agatha Christie counts. I'm doing that. And then the other thing I am doing is reading a book with a name in the title. And I'm trying to figure out what that should be because I'm pretty sure the Tyler mystery isn't about someone named Tyler. But I also do need to get a reread. So maybe I'll go hunt my shelves and find one more book to show you. So I'm just going to keep continuing with the series I'm currently reading, which is The Scam. So this will be my reread. I'm maybe a little bit into it, but I'm not going to finish it before the end of the month. I just know it. My name of the title will be Pippi Longstockings. I've owned this one for a little while. I haven't picked it up yet, so I should probably do it. It's also short, middle grade, and that kind of works for middle grade March too. Not that I'm actively participating in that, but maybe I will try to find some more books that fit the prompts. So I'll be reading Pippi Longstockings for that. That will be all for my TBR for March. I almost said January. We're not going backwards. Please let me know what you're reading in the month of March. I'd love to hear all about it in the comments. You can also check out my description box for all the titles of these, plus the arcs I'll be reading. I think you should check out those books because honestly, I think you'll enjoy them if you read like me. If you'd also like to give this video a like and a subscribe if you are new here, you can hit that notification bell as well. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.
In a house that I don't know,